It's week 6 of the National Football League, and we've got Breece Hall. He really helped drive them a week ago with a 3-touchdown game. It's the Dolphins and the Saints, and it's coming up next.
From beautiful South. Set to go now in week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. Leading them out is the Austin, Texas native at quarterback. It's Baker Mayfield.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah. How
does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
Mayfield to throw on the first play. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. To throw again on second down. Mayfield. Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. This defense for the Dolphins, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. That's Bradley Chubb shooting in there for the sack. Blake Gillikin on the punt now on 4th down. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Dolphin football. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. And the Saintsons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated.
Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. Now their defense got him the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles. At the first play, they give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We got 2, right here 3. Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now a pass that's taken in by Hill, and he'll be brought down at the 27.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. They'll run with Hall. Runs over it, and they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Breece Hall, his 11th rushing touchdown on Dolphins use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. This offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us if they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play. They look for them to try it again later.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Channing Tindall, the one who got through to drop it. So that time, Charles, a quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though. And they could barely get a glove on it before he got the quarterback on the ground.
And the next-gen stat's going to illustrate just how quickly a quarterback has to process everything as he was on the ground in under 3 seconds, 2.9 to be precise. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes, because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But when the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
Ball again on 2nd down. And he'll get about 3 out of that, up to the 39-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll set up a throw. On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, 1st down. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. The Dolphins did a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they've come in on a nice run of recent form. 4 wins out of 5.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 57 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Paul again. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll give to Hall. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. On 3rd down, here's Hall. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. They'll try and sneak it here. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. It's their quarterback. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Dolphins go up by 2 touchdowns.
Instead of having to play follow the leader there, the leader led.
I like that. And he likes that, doesn't he? First and goal, let me do the job.
Because, you know, when he falls into the end zone after falling behind those big guys who pushed up front, that's a pretty good celebration, isn't it?
Gives him a little street cred in the locker room, too, doesn't it?
Street cred, and then when they go out to dinner afterwards, he's still picking up the check.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now 14-0. That time, a 9-play drive. That was capped off by the quarterback sneak for 6. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The New Orleans offense set to take over. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front, so when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield.
And the Dolphins rush gets home, down he goes. Channing Timber. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely, because remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to... That's caught inside the 20. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. Here's first and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. They'll run with Hall, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Breece Hall, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes the score 21-0. 1 play, 2 plays, touchdown. That's all it took there. A very short and sweet drive that got him in the end zone. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Now left side on the swing pass. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Mayfield to throw it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stop. Seconds to go in the first half. Blake Gillikin on to punt here as he'll send this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Dolphins taking over now late in this first half. Have a great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal. They'll certainly have the green light here. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at the 40. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And now they're in the hurry up. Here's 2nd and 8. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They gave it a shot with the deep pass, but it wasn't going to work there. And now there's less time for them to try and get 3 before the half. Let's see what they dial up on this next snap.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll set up to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. That was signaling a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it is 28-0. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was finished off by a Jalen Waddle touchdown. 4 seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. Taken at the goal line. So the two teams will... Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Breece Hall helped leading out this offense for another series. And he's sure looking like a lock for a 1,000-yard season. Don't know if he's going to get it in this game, but he'd probably like to just to get past that point.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, as you noted, there's still time, still opportunity. There's still more games to be played. So, yeah, it's not a lock. But barring injury, it certainly looks like he's going to get there. And what an accomplishment that is. Anytime you get over 1,000 yards, you're celebrated in the NFL.
It's been quite a season. Still a couple chapters left in that book, though. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. It's a big play there for Miami. And even 60 yards. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too. Ball ought to give up the middle. 95 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. They'll go with the keeper. And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes this 35-0 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. We're just looking at the scoreboard and where we're at in the 3rd quarter. I don't know that it's going to at this point, CD, but these small runs on the ground, they're not going to get it done.
No, they're not. And right now, the guys stopping the run have been superior in this ball game, giving them no openings, no seams, and now they've got this game well in hand.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 43. Mayfield down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Second down at 4. Throwing, Mayfield. Working the middle here. That's complete to Moreau, the tight end. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 24-yard line. Mayfield. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. This defense just continues to bottle up that ground game. And look, I mean, the deficit right now for this offense is so big that it might not matter. But you're still in the third quarter. They're probably going to have to.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Baker Mayfield. A 15-yard touchdown run.
And the Saints are able to claw one back. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
Taking it about the 1. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Breece Hall helped leading out this offense for another series.
And he's closing in on that number that all running backs circled beginning of the year, the number 1,000. Couldn't do it on this drive.
And you have to think to yourself that this moment, getting to this spot, it started in the offseason, right? Not just the workouts, right? Not just getting yourself physically prepared to play, but mentally, as well as your team, as well as your unit, head coach, offensive coordinator. We run the football. We give you opportunities. He's taking advantage of it.
And when you get this close to the mark, you just hope things don't tighten up, right? You probably want to get there and get it in your rearview mirror.
You really do, don't you? Because now it becomes predominant, and you wonder about play calling as well. Do you want to call plays to get that out of the way, or are you still calling plays to win the game first? That becomes the burden of the play caller.
They'll go again with Hall.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off. Back now in Miami. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. They go play action here on 1st down. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney.
Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. He'll drop to throw. He stiff arms him. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
One of the things you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Got a man, it's Waddle, complete.
And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 43. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. On play action, they'll throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it.
And the Saints are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Following the interception, Mayfield. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Here's Mayfield.
Now there's the former Dolphin, Jarvis Landry.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A 1st down throw for Mayfield.
He completes it to Olave.
And he's tackled at the 38, but they doubled their yardage. The play started at the 19, and they gained 19. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. And again, it's Mayfield. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Mayfield looks to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Saints get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth-quarter deficit. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the fourth quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Dolphins are going to recover. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, not time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A great play there. 37 yards. And the Dolphins add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. No, let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position. 131 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Got ready.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. A 5-yard gain. Into a field goal after that long kick return, but they're 1 play away from doing it.
They certainly are very close to accomplishing what they needed to get done, because they've treated this like a sudden change. You know, when the offense turns the ball over on a fumble or an interception, before you go out, you get together as a defense and go, sudden change, keep your poise, be ready to go. That's exactly what this group has done.
And they take a knee. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Hall. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel.